And welcome back to Lantern Corp videos. This one comes to us from Shadow82, who asked the question, what Lantern Corp does Lelouch, if I got his name right, Lelouch from, Britannia, I think his full name is, from Code Geass belong into? So, yeah, that sentence had grammatical structure. So, unlike with a lot of characters I've done on the Green Lantern videos, this is one who I've actually never watched, Code Geass. I've seen bits and pieces here or there, and I've seen this character, Lelouch, in many top 10 lists, because he is pretty powerful. But I've never actually watched, so I had to go and look up the information on Lelouch. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Please correct me if I'm mispronouncing it. And it comes down to this, is that there are, I think, about 4 different Lantern Corps he might be able to qualify for, 2 that he most qualifies for. So, to be fair, this is just going off of what I read for Lelouch. I could be very wrong. So, if you have a better idea of the character than I do, let me know. But right off the bat, we're going to start with the one I think he qualifies the least for, and that's the Red Lantern Corps. Now, he's got a bit of a god complex. He has a serious god complex, and it stems basically. He wants to change the world, shape it a bit in his image, due to the revenge he wants for the attack and death on his mother. If I read that correctly, that's what happened. And you don't strive for revenge unless you have anger in you to begin with. So it would make sense that a Red Lantern ring would be a strong possibility for him. However, I think there's other emotions that just overwhelm his rage. Like, he's too calm and collect most of the time, even when he's showing his true colors, for that really to be there. His rage is more of a controlled, cold anger than a simmering fire in the pit of his soul, which would really qualify him for a Red Lantern ring. Not to say he couldn't, but I just don't think it's the most likely candidate. Also, reading up on him, it seems he can be quite selfish, which would qualify him for the Orange Lantern Corps. The problem with that is his selfishness is towards an end goal. And once he achieved that goal, he kind of just didn't want anything else. Because I do remember a little bit that, yeah, he kind of did achieve that goal a bit. But with the Orange Lanterns, it's not about selfishness to reach the goal. It's selfishness for the sake of selfishness. When Larfleeze and his brother were competing for the ring, competing for the Orange Light of Avarice, it was because they grew up with nothing, absolutely nothing, and they were treated like slaves, like crap. So they just wanted things. They wanted because they felt they deserved it. Lex Luthor, when he did qualify as an Orange Lantern in the War of Light, Lex Luthor, his greed, his avarice, he's never satisfied. Like, he never has an end goal. It's just greed for the sake of greed. He just wants more. So, while avarice could fit the type of avarice he has might make him a target, but I don't think it would really qualify him well, particularly because he has other emotions that we're going to get into in just a bit. I think it's, again, with red and orange, they're possibilities. I just don't think they're the strongest candidates. That said, yellow is a pretty obvious candidate. With his Geass, he was able to basically control people however he saw fit. He could easily control an entire country if he so wanted to, just through the right means. And that scared people. The people who knew about it, people who knew that he was basically just a kind of a dictator in many ways. A tyrannical ruler to some degree, it scared them. So I think yellow would be a very prime candidate for him. But also, so would green, because it takes a lot of willpower to be able to do what he did, to be able to manipulate all the pieces of the puzzle into his favor. And I think green would be a very good candidate as well. So I think the question is, I think it also comes down to yellow or green. And there aren't many people who, it's a tough call. It is. I would say that I'd probably lean more towards green than yellow. And the reason for that is he could easily erase people's fears of him if he wanted to. Like if someone tried to take him on because he had the Geass and all that, he just had to stare him in the eye and you could erase their fear. So I think the fact is he could eliminate the people who are afraid of him, which would actually would decrease his qualification for the Yellow Lantern ring. And by that admission, I think I'm going to have to go with green. I think, oddly enough, green is the best suit for him. But on any given other day, if green didn't work out, yellow, orange, or red could. I just think they're the most likely. I think that yellow and green were the most likely. But I think any one of these could work. I just think green is his most likely choice for a Corp, or at least one that would choose him. But let me know what you think. You think it's green? Like I said, I had to look up information on the character for this one. Most of the times when I do one of these, I already know enough about the character that it's not an issue whatsoever. But with this one, yeah, I'll admit, I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants on this one. So if you disagree with me, totally cool. It's always totally cool if you disagree with me. Yeah, but if you disagree with me, totally cool. Put in the comments below what Corp you think he belongs in, more than likely. But I'll be back next week with another Corp video. I got 2 what ifs to do. I didn't do yesterday's what if because I had the day off today. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just do it today. So keep your eyes out for the 2 what ifs. It is the week of what ifs, so keep your eyes out on that. Till then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.